What's up, YouTube? It's Eric, a Lions fan here. Thanks for clicking on this video. And as promised, as my previous two videos have said, I'm going to do a Detroit Tigers 2016 kind of a preview. I know spring training is right around the corner here. Today's Sunday. I think it's the... let me move my phone here to try to see what it is here. It's the 14th of November. It's a freaking cold-ass day here in Michigan. It's about, well, at 8 in the morning it was 3 below zero, so I bet the Tigers are pretty glad they're down in Florida right now, down in Lakeland, which, I don't know, I think down there, I think it's getting a little bit of a chill too, but anyway, enough with the weather here. We're going to go ahead and get started here. As you all know, probably the two biggest sightings for the Detroit Tigers was Justin Upton from the, from the Padres, and in my previous video, I kind of go on to say kind of what I thought about him. I'm not going to go into him here much. If you want to go see that, go ahead and over here, it's probably in your video feed here. Go ahead and click on that video. I go into not real in-depth view, but just kind of my thoughts about what I kind of think of him right now and what I think Baseball Reference says about him too. So it wasn't not a big thing. I don't want to rehash what I've already done here. So, we're going to go ahead and get started here. We're not going to go with Justin Upton, like I said. Francisco Rodriguez. And I'm on the Detroit the Detroit Free Press's website, and I'll put that down there in the description so you guys can see exactly what article I'm referencing here. But Francisco Rodriguez, he's a right-handed pitcher. They acquired him from the Brewers. He has a 14-year career. I guess the Tigers we're trying to get him to come in. I don't think things have quite worked out the way they wanted to, but Al Avila was, I guess, brave enough or bold enough to go ahead and pull the trigger on it. I don't know what they gave up for him, and I know he's in for the Tigers organization. It says he has a 2.21 2015 ERA, and he has 38 saves. So I'm guessing he could probably either be a starting pitcher or he could be a closer. But I think the Tigers are probably going to put him in a closer role. We're going to just go ahead and see how that works out. I don't really know how Brad Ausmus is going to handle all that and how the new pitching coach is going to handle all that, which I got to review that and see who the new pitching coach is, because it's not the guy from before, which, I'm sorry, guys, I haven't had enough coffee yet this morning. So I think Rodriguez is probably, but what it says here, probably going to be the closer for the Tigers. So, and I hope he's better than Nathan. I think anyone at this point is better than Nathan. So, and I'm not trying to take anything away from Nathan. He had a great career. Just when he came to Detroit, the stars just didn't align for us. So I'm going to continue on here. Mike Pelfrey, he's another pitcher, another right-handed pitcher. He was, let's see here. He had a 6-11 record. He's 32 with a 4.26 ERA with a 1.47 WHIP. Oh, he's from the Twins, and that was his 2015 stats. He's kind of going to be a middle relief kind of thing. What it says here on the Detroit Free Press website, I guess it's like to eat up innings is kind of what they're saying here. So we're just going to have to see how this boils out. Continuing on, guys. Jordan Zimmermann, he was another one the Tigers were targeting. And let's see here. What does it say? In 7 seasons, he's had a 3.32 ERA, and he's been in 2 National League All-Star appearances, which is good. Means he's a recognized pitcher throughout the league. His contract was 5 years, $110 million. Whew. That's like ace-type numbers, but we already have an ace in Verlander. So I'm hoping we'll have kind of a 1-2 punch with Verlander and now Zimmermann. Now, I know Zimmermann, when he was with the Washington Nationals, I thought he was pretty good. I'm surprised that they let him go. I mean, I don't know the whole circumstances with that in Washington, but I'm glad he's a Tiger. And the starting pitching has always been solid in Detroit. I'm a little apprehensive that we've done a whole lot of starting pitching, and we haven't really focused on middle relief and the closing part, which it looks like we got our closer, but kind of that 6th, 7th, 8th kind of middle kind of middle to end relief there, I don't think we've really addressed. Continuing on here, we got Justin Wilson. He's a left-handed pitcher. Says here he's 28. He's had a short career, but it's been pretty good. 3.03 ERA. I guess he's kind of young, so he's kind of an upstart, which seems to be he has a lot of promise. Nearly a strikeout an inning, so he must be middle relief. They acquired him from the Yankees, says here on the Free Press site. It looks like here that Justin Wilson is going to be used for that kind of the mix and match kind of situational pitcher. He's a left-handed pitcher, so in the kind of the late innings, and he has a lot of flexibility. Next on the list, and I know I'm just going to hack this name up, is Jared Saltalamachada. I can't even pronounce his name. He's a catcher for Detroit. He came from, he was with the Marlins and the Diamondbacks. I guess this is going to be McCain's backup. What it says on the site, he's hit 225, and he had 9 home runs with the Marlins and when he was with the Diamondbacks. So I'd kind of like to see that average up a little bit higher. I know for catchers usually don't have very good batting averages or kind of low 200s. I would kind of like to see it in the mid 200s for a catcher. I think that's about right for where that's at. I mean, obviously anything higher is just a bonus, but I think 225 is just seems to be a little bit low for a catcher. But obviously, like I said, I'm just a fan, and I don't know what the going rate for a catcher is for batting average, but I just believe that 225 is just, it needs to, I think it just needs to improve. Cameron Maybin. Now this is someone that the Tigers acquired. They drafted for him. To be honest, guys, I'm not really impressed with what Maybin's done. And He's gonna be 28. He hits 270 with 10 home runs, 59 RBIs, and I guess he's gonna share time with Anthony Goss. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I'm just gonna tell you right now, I'm just terrible with last names in general. But like I said, I'm not big on Cameron Maybin. I don't think he's that good of a fielder. And he may very well be, but it's just the perception I get from him when I watch him. It's just, I don't know. Maybe his fundamentals aren't strong, I guess. Maybe I think he relies too much on his talent. But I don't know. To me, I've never liked the pick to begin with. And I'm surprised that Detroit's actually came back around and have acquired him again. And the last two here are Mike Aviles, which he's an infielder, and Mark Lowe, he's a right-handed pitcher. Aviles, he's a utility man, kind of like, I want to say he's going to be like Brandon, what was his name? Goodness. And it was just, it hasn't been that long ago. He used to be a big utility guy for the Tigers, well-liked in the clubhouse and well-liked outside of the clubhouse. I mean, his PR was great. Oh, Brandon Inge, that's who it is, Brandon Inge. He's like that. He hit 231 in 98 games last year. He's a career 260, a career 265 hitter. He's 34, so I don't know how much longer he's going to be around. And Mark Lowe, a pitcher. They grabbed him from the Mariners. He has a 1.0 ERA. So he could be that late innings pitcher, which it's a good thing for Detroit because I feel that that's what they've been lacking the last couple of years for this type of or for this part of the baseball of the Tigers organization. They just, when Dombrowski was around here, and that's his only real downfall, was he didn't really focus on middle relief and closing of games. He kind of said, I'm only going to get one guy here for the closer, and we're just going to kind of make it up as we go to the end. Now, to me, I don't like that idea. Pitching to me is the number one part of the team. If you don't have pitching, you're not going to go very far. You're going to be in last place. I mean, you may win 40, 50 games. I think if you have bad pitching, you're not going to make 500. And if you do, it's a miracle that you did. So, but yeah, like I said, the new people here for the Tigers, the two big splashes, I guess, are okay. But I think Upton strikes out too much. Zimmerman, I think, was a good pickup. Everybody else, I just don't know until I watch them, guys. I'm going to admit. I think it's next week it's going to start where Fox Sports Detroit's going to start televising games, I think it is. I think it starts then, or is going to start televising at least spring training. I'm really excited to hear Rod and Mario's analysis on the season, where they think these guys might come. And the two broadcasters for the Tigers, the radio broadcasters, I can't really remember their names. I want to hear what they have to say as well. And I'm a big radio guy. I listen to him on the radio more than I watch him on television. So I'm a big Ernie Harwell fan too. God rest his soul. I thought that man was. I don't want to say he was. Don't want to say he was God or anything like that, but he was well respected within Major League Baseball. Vince Scully, even the voice for the Dodgers, even highly respects him. So that says a whole lot about the man. So anyway, I'm going to end it here, guys. I know there's some folks I didn't get to. I think they're going to be calling these people up. I'm going to go ahead and do a separate video on that, kind of see who's going to be brought up from like the A, AAA, AA, kind of see where they're going to fit in. Now, people that, or the people that they bring up aren't necessarily going to get a spot on the team unless they just blow their minds. But if they ever have to call someone up, they'll know to say, hey, I remember seeing so-and-so, can we bring him back up here for a couple of games? So I think that's what they're really looking for here. And my final thoughts about this whole thing is on the season. And like I said, I'm going to hopefully see him here in the next week or two. I hope that the Tigers actually have some run production, because the last couple of years they haven't been supporting their pitching or their defense. I'm glad to see they finally addressed the middle relief and the end of games to the backside of the relief, I guess is how I would say it. I think they need to do more hitting and running. I know it didn't look like Rajai Davis was on the roster. I'll look again. But if he is, and he gets plugged in there, that's a perfect time with Iglesias and Kinsler and maybe even Castellanos, which that's another guy I want to talk about. He's going to have to get his game. He's going to have to rise his game up. I mean, he's been with the Tigers now for a couple of years and start to putting up or shutting up with him. But I think they need to kind of generate their own runs. I think they rely too much on the long ball, as we've seen last season, obviously, with the last place finish. I think some of the guys kind of gave up towards the season end. Some of them did. I'm not saying everybody did. But with Cabrera, Upton, and Martinez, both JD and Victor, I think we're going to be okay. Now, I'm not gonna go out and bring a bold prediction out and say we're going to win the division. The division, that's for the Royals. The Royals I think they're gonna not run away with it, but I think they're the ones that are going to win the division. They may go back and win or go back to the World Series again. I think they have a real good chance of winning it based on what I seen last year. But I mean, the Tigers are going to have, if they're going to want to compete for the division, let alone for the American League crown, the American League pennant, they're really going to have to step their game up. I mean, because the Royals, they're the team to beat, obviously. So anyway, guys, I'm going to end this video here. It's going on, I think it's around 10 minutes, 10, 11 minutes. I've kind of broken it up here. I'm going to merge them all together, kind of see how this video looks. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you would, do a like and subscribe and comment. Let me know how well you liked it, what you didn't like, where I need to be critiqued on. Anyway, I'm going to go out here and brave the cold here, the 0-degree weather we've got here. I think it's almost 11 o'clock Eastern time. And I've got chores I got to do and errands I got to run. So anyway, take care, guys, and I hope to see you again soon. Peace.